Hello, people. It's your boy Osman. Yes, I know what you're thinking. Where the hell have you been? But listen, first things first, just want to say to everyone that tunes into this, I appreciate you wholeheartedly. And I'm going to try my best to at least make 1 or 2 videos a week. I can't really promise anything because I don't know what my schedule is like. Since I have returned from the Qatar World Cup, yes, I have been working there for 4 weeks. Have been posting shorts, but you're probably seeing, you're probably thinking, what the hell is that about? But listen, I'm back and I'm here for the Watchalong. Come on, I'm absolutely buzzing about that. As always, feel free to slap a like and subscribe to the channel. If you haven't already noticed, we have got light blue here because we are supporting Argentina. Argentina is a team that I have predicted will win the tournament from the get-go. And of course, I am going to stick by that. I'm hoping Lionel Messi does the job as the game is played in Lusail Stadium. I've been in that area. It's absolutely beautiful. What a beautiful, beautiful city Doha is. But that's aside. We are here to talk about the game. Let me just quickly mute it as it's on adverts. But yeah, I'm back. Shout out to everyone in the chat, all 2 of you. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you, your loyal fans. And just loyal mates, basically, really, in it. The community, all 2 of you. I appreciate you people. But yeah. Get your score predictions in, get your thoughts in. I'm just excited to be here, man. If you've got any questions about my trip, feel free to do that. And just any questions in general life. I don't know what I'm talking about. There's going to be loads of viewers, but it is what it is. Anyways, I've got me killed here, as we've said here. Cheers. I'm no sponsorship, but it is what it is. To be fair, I probably should top that up because I've only got 1 can. And that is finished. Anyways, Raj Architecture in the chat. Practice game. Shout out to you, Raj. I appreciate you, my bro. Oh, sorry, my bad. I muted my mic. Argentina to win 1-0 in extra time. Okay. Very precise, but I like it. I mean, I'm supporting Argentina, so hopefully that is factual. Nippon's in the chat. Shout out to Nippon. I appreciate you, man. Always showing me love and always supporting, man. Hopefully you're well, Nippon. How are you, firstly? How are you? I know you are applying for some jobs. I do apologize if I haven't congratulated you and you've got one because I haven't really been checking my Twitter. You probably can tell anyways. I just tweet and then don't really reply to anyone because I tweet and go off, basically. So I do apologize. But hopefully this job hunt's going well for you and hopefully you secure something. But yeah, shout out to you, my guy. Hopefully you're well, first and foremost. Thoughts on Thomas Tuchel potentially overtaking Gareth Southgate? I will come back to that very shortly, but that's a great topic to start. It's coming to France. Sammy there, shout out to you, bro. Always showing love. Argentina 2, Croatia 3. I mean, I am supporting Argentina, but that would be an absolutely fantastic watch. A 3-2 win to Croatia in extra time. In this case, I hope you're not right because, of course, I'm supporting Argentina. But nevertheless, basically, my overall demeanor within the tournament has just been, I'm just here for vibes. I'm just here to enjoy each and every game. Haven't really particularly got a team. I know I said I'm supporting Argentina, but I don't want Croatia to go through it. To be honest, I'm a bit upset that they beat Japan, I think it was. Yeah, they beat Japan. I suppose they beat Brazil as well. I'm not really overly fussed about that one, but the Japan one just hurt my soul because I was really rooting for Japan to get through. So me and Croatia, we haven't got a good. I just don't love them. We ain't got a good energy. We ain't got a good chemistry. It's just for me. Look, I'll be happy for Modric if he went all the way, but yeah, it's a no for me anyways regarding Croatia. But anyways, let's get on to some of the questions. I say some, I've literally got 1 question, but I'm going to answer it anyways. Before we do that, if you are joining us, feel free to stick around. Obviously, ask any questions you want regarding my trip, etc. Again, there's only like 3 people watching, so I don't know. I'm talking that I've got loads of viewers. But anyways, firstly, my prediction before I answer this fantastic question by Nippon, I am going to say 2-1 to Argentina. Maybe that's with my heart rather than my head. Because the truth of the matter is Croatia have been absolutely fantastic, extremely difficult to play against. And from what I've seen of Argentina, which is every single game, they've been extremely disappointing, massively reliant on Messi and his individual brilliance. Granted, there was a game that he missed a penalty and you someone say he got carried by other players. But if you actually watch that game and study it and actually analyze it properly, you know that Messi was man of the match, regardless of him missing the penalty. And just the last couple of games in general, Messi has just been that guy. For Argentina, that assist was absolutely outrageous. Take nothing away from the touch and finish. That was equally outrageous. But again, Messi standing up and being counted for this Argentina team. So the point I'm making really is, I think Argentina are extremely reliant on Messi and Messi magic, which again is understandable. However, I do think that this Croatian team could potentially stifle them, frustrate them, and potentially end up making a goal on the break. I mean, similar to how they beat Brazil. Of course, it took a moment of brilliance from Neymar in the end to actually get that goal to break the deadlock. I think Croatia and Argentina is going to be a very similar game in terms of the pattern of play. Very much Argentina trying to break them down, extremely frustrated as the game, the game progresses, so to speak. That's all I really can add. I can't really see Argentina blowing this Croatian team away. I think it's going to be extremely tight. I have gone for 2-1, as I've said. Maybe that's a bit bold. It's probably more likely to be a 1-1 or a 1-0 because neither team going forward have really impressed me thus far in the tournament. Of course, that can change tonight. I made a mistake about it, but I haven't been overly impressed with Argentina going forward. I think they've struggled in most of the games that they played, and Croatia have been extremely difficult to break down. However, going forward, although I think they scored 4 in one game, if I'm not wrong. I can't remember exactly which games. Minus that game, I haven't been overly impressed in the manner in which Croatia have gone forward. Perisic has been their main threat. Kramic, I mean, he's a good player. However, he hasn't really posed as much of a threat as I would expect from someone of his caliber. But again, that can change tonight. He's, his top quality on his day. But I think Perisic has been fantastic alongside Luka Modric, which absolute no surprise. But the best players for Croatia has been the goalkeeper. Apologies, I don't know how to pronounce his name. And the centre back, Gavridalu, I thought, as a 20-year-old, he's been absolutely exceptional. So for me, it's probably leaning more to a very dull affair. I'm not going to lie, but I hope I'm wrong. And I hope whoever I think it was Nippon who put the 3-2. Hopefully that's factual. Croatia attack is so dead, man, but I'm hoping for one more Madrid masterclass. He's more than capable. Obviously, you are a Real Madrid fan, so that makes sense. Morocco win tomorrow. Me and Mbappe to be humble. I mean, if Morocco beat France, then they actually deserve the World Cup more than any other team that I've ever seen. The fact that they've beaten, like hypothetically, of course, if they beat France tomorrow, that would have meant they've beaten France, Spain, Portugal, and Belgium. That's absolutely outrageous, and they would have more than warranted that trophy. I hope Morocco win tomorrow. I need Mbappe to be humbled. Fair enough. But yeah, the players are just walking out now. Obviously, that does mean that there are going to be national anthems and all that. The atmosphere I can only comprehend. That doesn't make sense. But I can only say is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, from what I have experienced myself personally, not in the stadium, but outside stadiums, from being there for 4 weeks, Argentina fans are actually mental in a good way. The atmosphere was absolutely sensational, electric, and it was great vibes, man. The Argentina fans, mixing in with everybody else, it was absolutely brilliant to experience. But yeah, they literally are loud. They are very, very loud. They literally bring the fire. So fair play to Argentina fans. They've been absolutely sensational. And I think it was Messi who said in an interview that it feels like a home ground, or with a home team, I think he said, if I'm not mistaken. I feel like it was Messi, but I don't know if it was Martinez, but I feel like it was Messi who said that. We are the home team, and he's absolutely not mistaken. It's ridiculous how much Argentinian fans are there. As I've already said, the atmosphere is outrageous, and it is a massive advantage. The 12th man in Argentina's favour. You can't discredit that. Is Dybala on the bench, by the way? I haven't actually looked. I can see him here singing the national anthem. Where is Dybala? I know he was injured, but is he able to feature at all? Because Dybala is an absolutely top talent. Again, I'm speaking poor English, but he's an absolute talent, and he's had a great season for Roma so far. So it would be a great addition. I was a bit surprised, I must say, that Di Maria is not starting. He has gone for McAllister and 4-4-2, according to ITV on the lineup. But I'm surprised that Di Maria is not starting, because for me, he was the only other person apart from Messi making a real difference in the final third for Argentina. His cameo was absolutely fantastic in the last game. I mean, potentially off the bench. I mean, he will come off the bench, of course. But yeah, I'm a bit surprised about that one. But yeah, let's just answer this question quickly. Keep getting your questions in. If you've got any, please don't be shy. Obviously, help a brother out. Slap a like on the video. And of course, if you're new, subscribe to the channel. After this week, I'm going to try and upload once a week at least, if not twice. Like I said, I've just got like a lot of things going on, family stuff and all that. You know how it is, coming back and whatnot. But anyways, I should be a bit more available. If you haven't already, feel free to follow me on my socials, in particular on Twitter, which is Usman Talks United, and on TikTok. I'll post on TikTok like 3 or 4 times a day. So if you're craving that content from my beautiful self, TikTok is a place to find me, because like I said, I post there 3 times at least a day. So I'm putting a lot of effort into my TikTok. But yeah, let me just answer the question. Thoughts on Thomas Tuchel potentially overtaking Gareth Southgate, or potentially taking over from Southgate? Look, first things first, regarding Gareth Southgate, he deserves credit. I think it's fair to say that he does deserve credit for the job he has done. I think it's extremely harsh that people are completely discrediting him, because he has done somewhat of a job. He's taken England further than any other manager's done. Yesteryear, it's been a long time since England have been in contention of any competition, so fair play to him. However, for me, I think he's taken England as far as he can possibly get. The atmosphere within the dressing room seems fantastic. It does seem like the camaraderie is there between the players, and overall vibe within the changing rooms is a positive one. And I think he deserves credit for that. However, it just reminds me of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He's a great man manager. But in terms of tactical nous, I just don't think he cuts it at the highest level. However, I will say this isn't due to the result against France. I would say that he got his spot on against France, to be fair to the guy. And a bar a Harry Kane, missed penalty. England were the better team in general, so I wouldn't base it on the France one. I'm talking about overall. I've never particularly been a fan of Southgate. I've consistently been reminded that Southgate's proven me wrong. To which my response would be, who has he beaten in major competitions of any caliber? I mean, for me personally, this competition in particular, the first time he comes up against anyone of note, i.e. France, they crumbled. And again, I can't be overly critical and blame him for this result, because obviously it wasn't really his fault. I think it was more on the players bottling it. However, what I will say is that at the end of the day, as the manager, you have to take the brunt of the responsibility. And I think it's too much of a risk to give a person like Southgate, who hasn't really got the proven track record of winning things, such a generational squad. This England team is special in terms of the caliber of players that they have got at their disposal, and I do think that would be wasted, similar to how Belgium wasted their squad with Martinez. And I don't think England should take that risk with Southgate, because I don't think he warrants us to take that risk. He's not got anything on his CV to suggest he has got the capability of taking England the entire way. And I know a lot of people will say, well, there's only a couple of competitions for him to win, so it's not as easy as club level, and that's a completely fair point. But for me personally, he's just not good enough as a manager, and fair play to him, he's done well, and you can't discredit that. But like I said, England, this group stage, are getting fair play to them. But let's be real, England team is absolutely ridiculous. The bench is absolutely stacked. The players that haven't even came are stacked. I mean, England have got options for days. And they've beaten teams that you'd expect. USA, Wales, I mean, they drew to USA and got outplayed. But that aside, got the draw, whatever. USA, Senegal, Wales, and Iran. I mean, I'm sorry, please correct me if I'm wrong, but surely England should be winning those games. And they did come against France. Again, granted, we're the better team, but at the end of the day, came up short. And this is a France team with a lot of injuries. I actually think the England squad is actually better than France's currently due to the injuries. So, and I just thought his substitutions were absolutely perplexing. I mean, you've got Marcus Rashford, Jack Grealish, regardless of what you believe of them. You've got Jack Grealish, Marcus Rashford, Wilson, Maddison. You've got 4 attacking outlets on the bench, and they played a combined amount of minutes of 7. Them 4 played 7 minutes when England were chasing the game to the score. And when I say them 4, I mean 2 of them got on the pitch. Rashford got on the pitch with 6 minutes to go, and Grealish got on the pitch with 90 seconds to go. I mean, you're in a World Cup. You've got absolutely nothing to lose. Who cares if we lose 3-1? Go for the game. And he didn't take the risk. And that, for me, it shows that he hasn't got the cojones to make those big calls when it matters. And that's what wins you trophies. At the end of the day, if you're not willing to take those risks and roll the dice, then you just ain't cut out for it. And maybe that's harsh, probably is harsh, I don't know. But for me, you've got to be harsh in these scenarios. You know, these World Cups come once in 4 years and the Euros come once in 2 years. There's no time for niceties. You've got to get the right man in. And I don't think Southgate's got that guy. Regarding Tuchel, got in a roundabout way, but I will get there. Regarding Tuchel, I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it. However, the football's going to be extremely dire with Tuchel. How long? I feel like his system, although it's could be quite easy tailored to how long will it take for him to implement. Now we know with international football they don't really get that much time to implement their style of play, etc., etc. And you know, I'm assuming his philosophy will take time to master. Although a lot of them would be familiar with it because obviously the Premier League players, Premier League manager, etc. Of course, the Chelsea players will flourish under him. I would imagine so, anyways. But yeah, for me personally, I wouldn't be opposed to Tuchel. I'm not 100% sure who I would want to overtake England. I mean, I actually said Jose Mourinho as a joke, but now the more I think about it and the more I'm hearing other people say it as well, Jose would be a great fit because he's a fantastic tournament manager. At the end of the day, who cares how England play? Just win a trophy. I mean, it's not like Argentina lit it up. Brazil were fantastic and obviously they went out, so it means absolutely nothing in cup competitions how you play. For me personally, it's just about winning, and I think Jose Mourinho is a winner, got a proven track record, and I think he'd absolutely relish it. So Jose would be an interesting shout, but I don't ever see that happening per se. He'd probably go Portugal. I mean, that would make sense. Messi, come on. I will celebrate Saka goal if it's England. Would you ever celebrate a Liverpool player scoring for a country you support? I mean, I did celebrate the Henderson one. I was actually at the stadium when Henderson scored, when Bellingham put it back to him, and I celebrated it. And ended. I mean, did I? I mean, I did celebrate it. Don't get me wrong. I wasn't that fully that elated because it was against Senegal and I was expecting an England win. But yeah, I don't have any like gripe against anyone. At the end of the day, if you've got the English shirt on, I will support you. It's as simple as that, basically. But yeah, onto the game. So we get on 3 minutes in. Yeah, I agree, Nip. And I only see him managed in Portugal. I can't see him managing anyone else. I really should have got some water. I've had an absolute mare here. I've not been filled up on drinks and nothing. I see no, I've not done a Watchalong in so long. I'm an absolute amateur. But yeah, good start from Argentina so far. Playing switching the ball nicely there. That's a good sign of things to come. However, I just think Croatia are going to massively frustrate them this game. I suppose we'll have to wait and see if that is correct. But yeah, time will tell. Time will tell. Messi's come very deep to collect that one. Alvarez looking the talent, by the way. Obviously, I was saying earlier, Di Maria probably should have started, but I'm happy that Alvarez is getting his opportunity because I think he's taken to it really well. To be fair to him, he's been one of the other players, bar Messi, who's actually contributed in terms of goals. I think obviously Fernandez and McAllister both have scored as well. But Messi is currently top goal scorer for Argentina. I think he's got the same amount as everyone else combined. Maybe not actually, because we're not scored the other day. I can't remember off the top of my head who scored, but Messi assisted it. Feel free to let me know in the chat. But yeah, I think that Argentina have scored 9. I feel like Messi's got 4. And obviously the goals he hasn't scored, he's either got an assist or he's contributed somewhere. So yeah, very reliant on him. They do need somebody else to chip in with something. And it feels like Alvarez is that guy if this one is going to contribute. But we're seeing here in the first 5 minutes here the pattern of play already. Argentina keeping hold of the ball expertly well. It's an absolutely shocking pass or attempt of a pass in behind. Massively overhit. Wow, that wasn't even close because it's from DePaul. Just trying to play a ball in behind us, try to stretch him slightly. Scaloni on the bench. Looking very calm, reassured. There was that comment, of course, from Carragher or tweet, should I say, basically saying that English English managers should always be English. Personally, don't agree with that statement, but a lot of people on Twitter, not Twitter, sorry, TikTok, are saying that he's right. I personally don't agree with it. I don't think a person should be given the England manager job based on their passport, i.e., the English. Just give it to someone who's best qualified for the job itself. For me personally, at the end of the day, when it comes to England, we've got to just do what's best for the success rather than just basing it purely on passport, which I just thought was a ridiculous statement. If that was a rule and it is that you have to get a manager from your own country, then fair enough, but it's not. So why give it to someone based on the passport? I just don't understand it, because it's not like England have a plethora of top quality managers that they can just choose from. If that was the case, again, fair enough. But they don't. I mean, you're looking at, after Southgate, it's probably one of the better ones. You've got Potter, who I actually thought would have been great for England, actually. But yeah, you got Potter, Eddie Howe, Lampard, Gerrard. I'm trying to think of anyone else. Obviously, the other ones would be like people like Tony Pulis, Big Sam, etc., etc. But yeah, they're the main ones. Obviously, the ones at a higher level, so to speak. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure. I wouldn't personally give it to any of them, really. I mean, like I said, Potter would be the one if I was to pick someone. I thought he would have been a good fit, but of course he's at Chelsea, and highly unlikely that he'd leave that Chelsea job, and it's highly unlikely that Eddie Howe would leave that Newcastle job. Of course, if he used to get sacked, that'd be a different story, but Newcastle currently sat in third with a fantastic project. I mean, I don't know why you would leave that to manage England, where your job is definitely under a lot of pressure, unlike it is at Newcastle currently anyway. So yeah, for me, the realistic options are either Eddie Howe or Potter. I don't think either of them will take the job, basically.
Disrupting the whole team, they say. You don't really need to argue when you've got that midfield in front of a really steady back four. You can just squeeze the space for Messi to go in. It's actually McAllister is trying to find that number 10 position, just coming in off that left-hand side.
It's actually McAllister trying to find that number 10 position. Croatia with a bit of sustained pressure here, or possession here. They're doing what they did in that Brazil game, which is taking the sting out of the game and just passing the ball around for the sake of passing it around, not really passing it with any intention. Good play by Romero there. Doesn't really feel like a semi-final at the moment, but understandably, very cautious start from both teams. I mean, just looking at the stadium, it's absolutely ridiculous how many Argentina fans are. And if you're not aware, the Lusail Stadium is very much a light blue stadium in terms of the stripes, the colour coding, etc. And of course, that does fit very much with, I suppose, with both teams, but in particular Argentina. So it does just look like a home stadium. It's mental. Like, all you can see is Argentina shirts. Like, I literally can't even see any Croatian fans. I mean, they will have a section somewhere, but it's just ridiculous how one team can dominate the representation within the stadium to this extent. It's absolutely insane. It's a huge, huge advantage. And the home kit is mental. Pardon me. 7 minutes gone here at the Lusail Stadium. This, of course, is the stadium where the World Cup final will be happening as well, if I'm not mistaken. Beautiful, beautiful stadium from the outside. I've not had the pleasure of going inside, but from the pictures I have seen, it looks absolutely incredible from the inside. Really gorgeous stadium. I'm a bit gutted that the World Cup is ending, man. I'm gonna miss it. I mean, club football is obviously beautiful, and I mean, I'm a big, big fan, but there's just something special about the World Cup, man. It's just different. Everyone, honestly, for each individual country, your entire country, regardless of your club loyalties, everyone is behind that team, and it's absolutely fantastic that sense of togetherness within the nation it's just priceless, really, man. You just can't explain it. It's just a different feeling, man. I'm just seeing it there as well with all the fans from the other nations. You know, their passion is just different from the players as well. It's just different levels, man. You can't beat a World Cup for me. I know people will say Champions League, etc., but I don't know, man. I've just always, the World Cup for me, man. It's just the pinnacle for me personally. Although the quality isn't better than Champions, of course it's not. I would always take a World Cup over Champions League, but that's just me. Actually, no, of course. Surely everyone would take a World Cup over a Champions League. Surely, because Champions League comes every year, you've always got opportunities to win it. The World Cup's 1 in 4. Like Cristiano Ronaldo, with all his longevity, he's only played 5 World Cups. You know how insane that is. Oh, that's absolute mental. There we go. Croatia just taking the sting out of the game, like I said, similar to what they did in the Brazil game. Just doing their thing, really. Bit of a slow start from both teams here. Oh, McAllister beats his man and draws the free kick from Luka Modric. By the way, Modric, his fitness levels are an absolute joke. The fact that he played 120 minutes of the day against Brazil, of course, you know, won in penalties once again. Played, I don't know actually how many he played against Japan, but it's just outrageous that he has that level of conditioning at his age, man. Honestly, I really wasn't so impressed with him. He lasted the entire game, and even in the depth of the game, the 119th, 120th minute, he's doing lung bursting runs, and it's just bloody hell, what are you made out of, bro? Seriously, have you got 4 hearts and 5 lungs or something? It's just absolutely ridiculous. Great ball there through the lines to Alvarez. Jinks the ball inside. Oh, that's wow. That looked like a free kick to me. The referee says no foul. Messi, for me personally, was taken down. I will have to watch a replay of that one, but in an initial viewing, it did look like a free kick on the edge of the box to Argentina. Referee says no harm doing. Fair. Interesting. Lee Dixon saying you've not seen Messi in the game. I mean, he's not wrong, but it's only 14 minutes played. 1-4. Great ball here. In behind. Wow, fantastic defending. Gets his head on it. Does enough. Great defending. Really judged the fly of the ball there fantastically well. Can't really tell. Is that a foul? Can't really see from that. Throwing to Croatia here deep into the Argentina half. Potential long throw here once again. I mean, he has got a few targets in the box. Got 3 targets in the box. I mean, if Croatia score first, I think they win. I'm not gonna lie, because I just think Argentina struggles so much to get past them, especially when they're trying to chase the game. I think Argentina have to score first if they want a chance of winning this and draw Croatia out. I mean, I'm not saying Croatia's sitting back per se, because they're really not, but Croatia, like I said, very resilient defense. They've got a great midfield as well. I think Kovacic is starting, so it should be Kovacic, who I'm a massive fan of, alongside Modric and Brozovic. I mean, that's a top quality midfield. It really is. I mean, if you actually look at their team on paper, it is a very good team, and they're very well organised, really well drilled, man. I genuinely won't be surprised if Croatia win this and actually go all the way. On paper, they probably have got a better team. And it's more of a team rather than an individual of Lionel Messi. This Argentina team isn't particularly good, man. It really isn't. I genuinely thought it'd be better. I mean, they've really not impressed me. Pardon me. First corner of the game to Croatia. Gavridal is calling for it to go deep. He's been absolutely sensational so far. He's played short, which I don't really understand why. It is eventually whipped in, very deep. Wasn't great. Was not great. Goal kick. Bit of a waste, to be honest. Bit of a waste, I'm not going to lie. I mean, goal kick to Argentina. Romero and Otamendi done enough to put him off. There is a player down, but it seems like it'll be alright. It's just a clash of heads, but it seems like he's fine. He's got back up on his feet. Romero, I think it is. It's actually mad because this World Cup we're losing so many players, so many big name players, man. Neymar, I think this was Neymar's last World Cup, and he potentially can get one more. I believe he's 31. I can't see Neymar at another World Cup personally. I'd be really surprised, especially with the talent that Brazil tend to produce in the final third over the years. Obviously, Vinicius, Rodrigo, etc. will all be years older, and of course injuries, etc. Anything can happen in that period. But so we've got Neymar, Modric. Modric definitely won't play another one. Strong chance Perisic won't play another one. Who's been a stronghold for Croatia for many years now. Ronaldo obviously is his last World Cup done. Messi last World Cup. Could potentially we're seeing Messi or Modric's last World Cup game here, which is absolutely mental if you actually think about it. Some big names, man. Some big names. What do you call it? Di Maria as well. Ochoa, the Mexican keeper, Mexican keeper. I believe he's actually retired after this. I'm not sure, actually, that might be wrong. But yeah, either way, he's not going to play another World Cup, and he's played loads. He's a bit of an icon, isn't he, really? I mean, it would have been the last World Cup for Chiellini and all them man as well, but of course they didn't make it, so unfortunately for them. Yeah, it's a lot of people, man. I believe Muller, Neuer, one of them two possibly as well. It's the end of an era. It's the end of an era. But yeah, almost 20 minutes gone. Not had a shot from either teams thus far. Kovacic gets forward and wins a free kick for Croatia, just in the Argentina half. I mean, that was poor by Romero, to be honest. He wasn't going anywhere. He hacked him. Overly aggressive, but fair enough. I must say, again, this is just my main bias, potentially, but I'm really surprised Martinez isn't starting. I think he's been fantastic since he played for them. But he's gone with the experience of Otamendi alongside Romero. To be fair, is a great centre-back as well. I'm a bit surprised that Otamendi is starting, I must say, but again, like I said, experience in that sense, kind of important. As Raj would say, the World Cup is different, so experience does come in handy. Nothing to really shout about so far in the first opening 20 minutes. I would say Croatia probably had a better position in terms of more dangerous areas. Argentina trying to switch the play quickly, but not really pose any threat thus far. Bit of a loose ball there. It is sniffed up here from Croatia. Just another shit game, to be honest, between these two teams. Oh my god! Honestly, every time I've watched Croatia and Argentina's tournament, I've been bored, man. One thing I will say about the tournament, although it has been fantastic, there has been a lot of these bigger teams, or teams of quality players. They've been boring to watch, man. But yeah, it is a semi-final, so it's understandable that both teams are very much shutting up shop, so to speak. I don't want to say shutting up shop, but cautious. I mean, it makes sense. You don't want to lose a game in the first 20 minutes in the bloody World Cup semi-final, but that would be ridiculous. So perhaps I just need to be a bit more understanding from the perspective of the managers and, of course, the players as well. So you don't really want to be making mistakes early on. Shout out to James, long time no see. Yes, James, how are you, my friends? Yeah, I've been away for work. I don't know if I put it on this page or not. I can't remember. I put it on one of my pages. But yes, I was working in Qatar for 4 weeks for the World Cup. And I got back on the weekend. I believe it was Saturday. I probably got back on Friday, to be honest, but I was just so tired. And I just thought, no, let me just do a watch along because it's been ages, as you've said. Just, basically for the OGs in it, really. Just to see you guys, obviously, hopefully get a chance to have a catch up, really, to be fair. Probably the best bit of play from Argentina there, coming from Lionel Messi, just jinking past a couple of players there. Just didn't get the pass away. Just tried to play a through ball, but it was good defending in the end. Oh, corner to Argentina. Okay. Fair play, man. Oh, wait, it's not a corner. Okay, maybe not. Looks like it was an offside. Okay, fair enough. I thought it was a corner, I'm not going to lie. Croatian goalkeeper, can't remember his name, but it was absolutely sensational, that win against Brazil. Of course, the hero, the penalty shootout as well. But overall, during the game, he was absolutely top draw. It really was. I mean, the amount of saves he made, he was so quick off his line. Actually, he was extremely unfortunate conceding that game. It was just unbelievable brilliance for Neymar. I mean, that Neymar goal, I feel for Neymar, I really do, because obviously, a lot of people give him a lot of shit. Some of it is warranted, but overall, I do think it's massively underappreciated as a footballer. And then he ends up scoring that goal. I mean, that would have been an iconic moment for him if he was to go on to achieve something in that Brazil team was definitely capable of achieving. It was such a brilliant goal. I mean, the build-up was absolutely outrageous, but the individual quality from Neymar, the poise, the balance, the composure, to ride the challenges, to take on the goalkeeper, and of course find the finish. I can't remember the commentary at the time, but it said so correctly as well. The fact that he hit the ball to the roof of the net, full well knowing that would be a person sliding on the line. I think it was so on the line, if I'm not wrong, but it was just a brilliant bit of football by Brazil, and in particular Neymar. And I was really felt for him, man. The fact that it just didn't work out for him. I mean, they conceded a goal out of absolutely nothing. Croatia didn't really look like they were going to score, and to score so late on in that game is a credit to Croatia, their character and their resilience. Made no mistake about it, but absolutely devastating for Neymar on a personal level, because for me, I really wanted Brazil to go. I really wanted this to be Brazil Argentina. Again, any Croatian, I'm pretty sure there won't be, but if there are, no disrespect to you guys, you're more than well deserving of your spot. Don't make no mistake about it. But yeah, just as someone that is a fan of football, I would have loved to see Brazil Argentina here. But yeah, Argentina getting a bit more joy now, trying to play the ball in behind. Another through ball there. The cross didn't really match the quality of the through ball, and it was cleared. But Argentina is starting to find a bit of joy behind, as I've just said, and in the pockets as well. In particular, Messi got a shot there. Keeper gets across, pries it out. The defender does the rest, gets it cleared up the pitch as Romero retains the ball for Argentina. What do you think of United still paying Ronaldo 80,000 a week? I'll be honest, I wasn't aware of that, James. I was under the impression that his contract was terminated, therefore Ronaldo is no longer an employee of Manchester United and wouldn't be receiving any payments. So if that is true, I'm a bit surprised that is the case, firstly. And of course, I think it would be ridiculous, but I don't think that's true, mate. Unless you've got a credible source backing that up, I've got to be honest, I don't personally believe that to be factual information. Argentina here, the last 5 minutes or so, they've started to pose an attacking threat, and to be fair to Croatia, they're dealing with it, which is what I'd expect from them. As I've already said prior to the start of this game, extremely resilient and difficult to break down, as Brazil found in that game. the other day. Oh, Messi losing the ball here. Oh my God, that's beautiful skill. Oh my God, that is gorgeous. Great chance here from Croatia. Oh, the Messi free kick. I mean, they got the free kick in the end. Just feel like the pass went the wrong way, maybe. But that was absolutely outrageous by Kovacic. Oh, it was a bit lucky. But nevertheless, the great Megs down to Paul. Just overall play there. Quality. I mean, Kovacic is a top player, man. Top player. One thing I will say is though, I'm excited to get back to Old Trafford. That's always nice. It's always a good time, so to speak. It's always a good time, but I'm gonna miss the World Cup, man. And like I was saying earlier, man, it's just a different vibe, man. Just to see all the players, the camaraderie within the fan bases, or within the country, should I say? It's just priceless, man. It really is. I mean, it's a special competition to come around once every 4 years. You really do have to cherish it, man. So slightly different this year, obviously being in the winter, but yeah. Anyways, free kick here for Luka Modric. I say for Luka Modric, for Croatia. Sosa to take. Oh, not Modric. He's taking it. I mean, his delivery against Brazil was poor, and that wasn't a great cross either. Messi getting away with one there as Argentina come on the counter. He's looking for a switch. It was on, but good defending. Modric getting back. That's gone out, that. Okay, throwing to Argentina. That was a bit poor there. I must say that it just fallen asleep. Modric, man, just like I was saying, how many lungs and hearts has this geezer got? I mean, his engine is absolutely ridiculous for his age. It really is. What a player as well, just off and on the ball, man. He's up there, one of the goats, and of course he has got the potential to cement that status with another World Cup final to his name, potentially even go all the way this time. Big game for legacy here between Messi and Luka Modric, both two legends, respectfully. Habibi, Bolavadi. Coming up to the 30-minute mark. I think the last 10 minutes has been it's been a lot better than the first 20, I must say. Both teams starting to come out the shell a bit more. In particular, Argentina is starting to pose a bit of a threat under attack. But still no real chances for either teams, and no one's really blinked first, so to speak, in the semi-final, in the Lusail Stadium in Doha, Qatar. Habibi, oh. Argentina being pulled the ball, absolutely. I think both teams haven't been particularly good. I mean, that Kovacic run was fantastic. Argentina not really done much. I think they need to get Messi on the ball a bit more. I mean, that just goes without saying, really. Have been a few times where they've got in the pockets through the lines, the ball's been played through the lines, and they've got a chance to get the ball and run at the defence, but not really made most of them opportunities. Croatia playing at the back with absolute ease. Oh, Modric, that was absolute quality. He just puts the ball through his legs and finds the pass as well. I mean, he makes it look easy. Oh, he's an absolute joy, that Modric kid. Good attack here from Croatia here. Kramaric is lurking, according to the commentator. Goes for a chip, but it's out for a goal kick. Looks like a corner to me, I must say. Perisic thinks so as well. I mean, surely there was a deflection on that, surely. I mean, it looks like a clear deflection to me, but the referee thinks otherwise, and it's a goal kick to Argentina. For a second there, I feel like Croatia had a man over there, but I think Perisic was a bit indecisive and just slowed the attack down a bit. Oh, ball behind here, Alvarez! Oh my God, great chance! Oh my God, first big chance of the game. What's happened, penalty? Pen. A pen? I didn't see it. Penalty. Penalty to Argentina. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Penalty to Argentina. It's just yellow card. Right, is he onside? I mean, it looks onside. Yeah, it's clean onside. Poor defending, I must say. It really was very easy. I mean, yeah, it's a penalty. Penalty every day of the week. It really is. Yeah, it's a pen. I mean, it's the right call at the end of the day. Blatant pen. I mean, I thought he was going to play it. Has Alvarez initiated the contact? Absolutely nothing there. Opportunity for Messi here to be hero. I mean, we saw Harry Kane miss a big penalty the other day, and this is a great opportunity for Argentina to take the lead here. De Paul's back in it. De Paul is back in it. They're trying to distract Messi, but it looks like the Croatian players are surrounding him. I'm a bit nervous, I must say. I really do want Argentina to win this. This is a huge moment in the game. Wow. The Croatian fans are behind the net. Lionel Messi puts the ball down. Referee gives his instructions to the goalkeeper. Stay on your line. Messi against Livakovic. I know I've said his name wrong. I do apologize. Oh, Messi's not got a great track record of penalties, I must say. Ball was saved against Switzerland. Messi to stake. And he scores! Lionel Messi! 1-0. Come on. Into the roof of the net. Absolute top draw. Top draw penalty by Messi. Top draw. That is a big, big moment in this game here. Big moment. 1-0 to Argentina. Alvarez gets taken down. I mean, it is. I don't know what the goalkeeper said. That is a brilliant pen. Similar to Harry Kane's in the sense that it's gone into the roof of the net. But unlike Kane, it stays under the bar just. Messi makes absolutely no mistake about it. That is absolutely ridiculous. What a penalty. It's not messed up. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. I mean, if you are watching this, all one of you, please let me know if you can hear me. I mean, that's going to open the game up, which is exactly what we wanted, to be honest. Yeah. I mean, shocking defending in the end from Croatia. I've just been singing their praises of how good they are defensively, and that was really easy for Argentina. But like I said, as someone that is watching the game, I'm not neutral, of course, to support Argentina, but that is what we wanted. We wanted that first goal to fall into Argentina's hands. And it'll be interesting to see how Croatia retaliate, because they're going to have to come out. That is going to open the game up to hopefully a fantastic conclusion. Okay. It seems that there's a lot of opportunity already for Argentina on the counter. Nah. I mean, Messi has really stepped up this campaign so far. I mean, I know it's a penalty, but at the end of the day, gotta have the nerve to score it. We've already seen with Kane scoring the first one, and the second one, the pressure one, he bottled it. Kane doesn't miss many pens as well. I can't recall him missing many for club level, anyways. Oh, nice play there. Messi's touch letting him down, not something you say often. Good recovery from Sosa there to get back there and make that challenge.
And here against the Netherlands just a few short days ago, they were 2-0 up against Australia and had a scare.
Bloody hell, this is interesting. I'm really intrigued to see how Croatia deal with this. I think, to be honest, when Croatia actually go forward and offer something in that direction, I think they look a great union, but they're too cautious for me personally. Good play here by Croatia. It's a bit slow, I must say. It's given a chance for Argentina to get back in shape. Ooh. Argentina are working hard in the middle of the park here to win the ball back, but Croatia do keep possession here. And there is a corner. McAllister getting across there and blocking it. Corner here now, opportunity to get the big boys up. Garidal with his mask on, absolutely massive. Lovren's got a couple of goals in him as well, to be fair. Of course, Kramich is on the pitch as well. Need a good delivery. As I said in the previous game, Modric's deliveries for me against Brazil were well below par. I expect a lot more from a player of his caliber. From dead ball situations, anyways. Played short again. I'm not really sure why. Just a poor decision. Don't get the cross in the end because it actually gets blocked. Counter attack here. Alvarez joined by a couple of Argentina shirts. He looks like he's going to go alone. Bit of fortune. Alvarez! He's gone all the way! Oh my God! Oh my God! Unbelievable scenes. I cannot believe it. He just runs straight through the Croatian defense and it's 2-0 to Argentina within 40 minutes. What a moment for the youngster. That is absolutely diabolical defending by Croatia, but make no mistake about it. You make your own luck, and Alvarez has done that with that brilliant bit of individual quality. He's ran the entire distance, and that could be the goal that puts Argentina into the final. 2-0 to the good. A really poor bit of defending. And on top of that, as I said, why are you not putting the ball into the box? But Alvarez basically just runs through the Croatian defense as no one puts the foot in. It was absolutely shocking defending by each individual player there. But make no mistake about it, quality by Alvarez. He keeps going and he gets his reward, finishing emphatically to make it 2-0 Argentina. They've already got 1 foot in the final in the first half here. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. What have we just witnessed? Bad. Absolutely diabolical defending by Sosa. The last man there, and he just completely fumbles it. You've got to put your foot through that. And it was just a catalogue of errors. As I said from the initial set piece, put the ball in the box. I'm not really sure what the thought process was from Croatia. I mean, you got an opportunity to potentially cause an issue here, and you play another short corner after you had an unsuccessful one previously, and you don't learn your lesson. I mean, it's just ridiculous, to be honest. Anyways, Lionel Messi coming forward here for Argentina as they try and find the third. A great switch there from Messi. Fernandez here on the wing. Cuts inside, plays it to the edge of the box. De Paul shoots, does strike the arm of a Croatian, but I think his arm was next to him. next to his side, so I would have presumed that's a corner and nothing else. No, I'm sorry. It hits Gavardal's arm, but his arm's next to him. I'm sorry. If you start giving them handballs, you must forget about it. His arm's by his side. I'm sorry. Whether he's intentional or not, you can't give that as a penalty. That's just ridiculous. You can't give that as a pen. Simple as corner. It did look intentional, though, I must say. Okay. Corner. Argentina's sniffing blood here. Unlike Croatia, are they going to actually put the ball in the box? A third goal will surely kill the tie here and put Argentina into the final. It does look like they're putting the ball into the box. Argentina, like I said, sniffing blood. They need to capitalize on this momentum. Oh my God! What a save by the Croatian goalkeeper. That is outrageous. Alvarez with a header. That is a brilliant, brilliant save. That is a ridiculously good save. Oh my God. It could have been 3-0 and game over in the first half. Wow. Bit of fortune there in the end. It does hit the Croatian defender on the way out to the corner. Could have went anywhere. It goes behind for a corner. That would have been good night. Vienna for Croatia. That save does keep him in, but there's another corner here. Another opportunity to get the ball into the box. Messi takes his time. Does look like he's going to play this one short. Oh, no, never mind. Changes his mind. He's taking his time. Decent ball in. Keeper punches that one away. Modric gets it out for a throwing. De Paul to take. I mean, Argentina are absolutely no rush here. I mean, although I understand it, I don't personally agree with it. I think Croatia's back's against the wall, and similar to boxing, when the oppositions or the opposition fighters on the ropes, you'd really need to get that knockout. And I think that third goal would be that knockout. Granted, 2-0, fantastic cushion for Argentina, but we know a 2-0 is a dangerous scoreline in football. And they did drop a 2-0 lead against Australia, so Croatia, by all means, are more than capable of coming back from 2-0. So, yeah, I think whilst Croatia are currently panicking somewhat and just trying to collect their bearings, I think Argentina need to go for the kill here, to be quite honest with you. And they're not doing that. So, if I'm Croatia, I'm just getting to half-time, really, to be honest, and just resetting, because the Australia game surely would give them a bit of confidence that they can get back into this. Argentina's tails are up, though. Poor header from De Paul. That, if anything comes of this, honest to God, that is absolutely shocking and, quite frankly, wasteful. Good pressing by Argentina. They're really pressing a lot. Off the ball, they've been fantastic this game so far. I mean, the midfield is really working hard. De Paul in particular, he's putting a lot of pressure on the ball. I mean, Croatia need to find something, yeah. Otherwise, they're going on. Good play here. Modric plays the ball. Good chance here to get a ball into the box. Oh my God, Martinez gets extremely lucky there. Does fumble it. I mean, it looks like he was out for a corner, actually. Good defending by Argentina overall, but bit of a deflection there in the favour of Argentina. I do think it was a corner to me. It looked like the ball was already out, but I think the ref's given a goal kick. But either way, Martinez fumbles the ball there, but luckily for him, nothing doing. Alvarez with the most defensive line breaks so far, which is extremely impressive. Of course, he got the goal, got the penalty as well. He's my man of the match at the moment. I mean, stats aside, he's had a great first half. Was thinking of getting him an FPL as well, so I've kind of fumbled that. Who did I get instead? Oh, I got Giroud. Here's where it is. Prediction was 2-1 to Argentina. So far, looking good for that, of course. Croatia would have to score for that to come through, but that aside, great half for Argentina so far. We've got 3 minutes left to play of it. I suppose both teams probably just want to get in now, but Croatia maybe more so. I think the Croatian manager, I think it's in Salic. He's gonna rip into them half time because they've been absolutely piss poor defensively, which is something you do not affiliate with this Croatian side. Messi working back very hard to win the ball back for Argentina. Oh, that's a beautiful block off that. Oh, it's a nice ball in behind Alvarez. He's leading the line fantastically well so far. Offside though, maybe not so well. He's got to do better and just hold his run. 2 minutes left of the first half. It's been all Argentina in terms of attacking threat. Croatia have had moments, but the quality has not been there so far in the final third. I mean, going forward in general, as I said earlier, I mean, they haven't really impressed me. I mean, they have got quality, so I would expect a bit more. But in terms of actually putting that into practice, not really happened too much in this competition. Bar the one game where they scored 4. I mean, that just sums it up. That's absolutely shocking by Perisic. What a poor ball that is. Absolutely diabolical by Perisic. It really is. It's just showing that Alvarez goal back. I can't actually believe how poor the defending was, in particular from Sosa. That was, I mean, there's a lot of poor defending, but Sosa in particular, you've got to clear your lines there. That's just disgraceful. Mate, Luciano's going to be bouncing. These Argentinians are not going home anytime soon. I'll tell you that one for free. I mean, the atmosphere is absolutely ridiculous every single game. And this is a semi-final. And Messi's last World Cup could be sending him through to the final and potentially all the way. I mean, this would confirm gold status if he's to win the World Cup. I don't anyone can deny that. And you've got to bear in mind this Portugal team is actually clear of this Argentina team on paper. It really is a lot better, so I don't think anyone can make a claim that Messi's got XYZ because he really hasn't got that much quality around him. Oh, there we go. Messi, a bit of quality here. Oh, almost jinxing. He's still got the ball though. That's a foul, surely. Does win the free kick. Brilliant play by Messi. It really was. Comes to absolute nothing because it was actually the last kick of the game. I mean, last kick of the half, I don't really understand why he wasn't allowed to take the free kick. If the ref played on, what's the point? Brilliant half from Argentina. 2-0 going into the break. Argentina 45 minutes away. 45 minutes away from a World Cup final. And of course, revenge against Croatia, who did beat them in 2018. I think it was in the exact scenario, was it not? Was it in the same scenario? I can't remember if they beat them in the semi-finals or quarters, but either way, Croatia did knock them out last time. And Argentina's en route to get revenge as it currently stands. A big 45 minutes for Croatia. Will they pull it back in the second half? I mean, there's all to play for here. Lionel Messi, of course, going for that legacy, as is Luka Modric, who could potentially be playing his last 45 minutes in a Croatian shirt. He's been absolutely sensational throughout the entirety of the tournament, and overall, his entire international career has been brilliant. I'm sure he'll get the send-off he deserves if he is his last 45 minutes. But nevertheless, it will be his last World Cup 45 minutes if it does stay like this. Big 45. What have Croatia got? I mean, going forward, they need to do way more. If anything, Argentina look the more likely to score the next goal, if anyone, because they're just the only team with any quality at the moment. We got our biz in the WhatsApp group saying F Messi. I don't know why Messi or Ronaldo get so much hate. I mean, I get the jealousy aspect of it, and I get the the Messi or Ronaldo fanboys hating each other, but I don't get it. I just love them both personally. Maybe I'm just weird. I don't know. Are there many people that love them both? I'm not really sure, but either way, top quality performance from Messi. Alvarez for me probably my man of the match at the moment. However, I do think Messi is starting to steal the show a bit slightly, and it's just his quality on the ball has been what you'd expect from Lionel Messi. To be quite honest with you, just levels above everybody else on the pitch. I mean, he really is showing his class, especially in the last 5 minutes or so. His ability to keep the ball in tight areas, I mean, it's something that he hasn't lost throughout the entirety of the years in his career. He's still more than capable of just absolutely destroying any defense, regardless of his age. Man, the guy is a joy to watch. Man, he really is. He really is a joy to watch. What a player Messi is, man. It really is. He's the GOAT for me personally, in my lifetime anyways. Absolute pleasure watching him. But yeah, second half will be commencing in 10 minutes or so. My thoughts currently on the game. Extremely surprised in the sloppiness at the back from Croatia. That's not really something that you affiliate with them. If anything, is that polar opposite. They're normally extremely difficult to get past. First goal was absolutely shocking. Modric, I believe, gave the ball away cheaply in the middle of the park, and it was one ball over the top, really, to be honest, which Argentina, to be fair, have been consistently trying to hit throughout the start of the game, and eventually did come through. Alvarez timed his run perfectly. Poor defending to play him on sides. I mean, for me personally, the defender just caught sleeping, really should have played him off, but nevertheless, at that moment when he's in on goal, I expected to finish it, but on this occasion the keeper was just rash, to say the least. Brings him down, rightfully a penalty, and Messi dispatches emphatically to make it 1-0 to Argentina. At that moment it was all Argentina. I was intrigued to see how Croatia would retaliate or react, so to speak, to going a goal behind, and it was the polar opposite of what you'd expect. Once again, similar in that Brazil game in particular, they were fantastic at game management, using their experience to slow games down, in particular Modric, of course, but just more experienced players, they were brilliant at just dictating the tempo, and just when Brazil were in their ascendancy, they had many opportunities to go forward, but instead of going forward, they would just keep the ball for the sake of slowing the game down. And I really thought at 1-0, they would probably do that just to settle themselves down, just settle the nerves a bit. And that wasn't the case. If anything, the game started to open up a lot more, and Argentina definitely posed a threat on their break. And yeah, the second goal came from nothing, really, to be honest. I mean, again, it was a counter attack. Poor from Croatia's perspective. I mean, if you're a Croatian fan, you're pulling your hair out because it was absolutely shocking. It's a corner to Croatia, and for whatever reason, to play it short once again, it was sloppy. It was a poor delivery. Messi wins the first ball, and Alvarez picks the ball up, 70, 80 yards out, runs the full length of the pitch. I mean, converged by 3 to 4 players in the Croatian shirt. None of them deal with it, and he ends up putting the ball in the back of net again. Shocking from Croatia perspective, but huge credit to the youngster.
No, not at all. I didn't think it was at the time. Obviously, we're right below it here. Obviously, this angle was a bit further away, but I thought the keeper comes out. He basically just makes a movement to his right. He stops himself before the actual shots were about to be taken. He stops himself there, and Alvarez just runs into him and takes his leg away. That is not. So this one's he just stopped. What else can he do? He has to make that motion to try and save the ball. He plants his feet. If he'd carried on running out at Alvarez and took him out, fair enough. But he stopped before it, and I don't know. That's a penalty.
I honestly, when you look at it.
See, Neville's saying what I initially thought as well regarding the penalty. And I said that Alvarez ran into him. That's what I said.
He miskicks it. He doesn't get good contact. It's not getting into the goal. Goalkeeper can't do anything else but stand his ground. He's run into him. And this is what I can't. The referee didn't even have a look. I can't understand.
I mean, that's my stomach, ignore that. But I did say the same thing. I thought Alvarez ran into him rather than the other way around.
Let's bring in Peter Walton. Peter, it's a fairly simple
Let's have a look
question
what
from the
Peter's got to
boys in the
say.
studio. What else is the goalkeeper supposed to do? He's come out, he's said himself, he hasn't made a forward motion into Alvarez. What else is he supposed to do?
Well, win the ball for first thing. If he's challenging for the ball and he misses the ball completely and catches the player, and in fact, what he's done there, he's been in the path of that forward, and therefore he's impeded his progress. So it has to be a foul. I can understand what they're saying in terms of, well, where else can he go? But the point is, in parallel to that, you think of an outfield player who slides in to make a challenge, misses the ball, catches the man. It's always a foul. So fast forward to the goalkeeper, he's done exactly the same.
No.
Peter, you suggesting a goalkeeper who's coming out in the line of the ball has to move out of the way to allow a player to have a free shot?
No, he doesn't move it, but he needs to make sure he gets some contact on the ball. Otherwise, he'll be classed as impeding the progress of the player coming towards him.
But Peter, what you're saying is the shot has to hit him. He's trying to save it. What you're saying is the ball has to hit him, otherwise it's construed as a foul.
No, but his forward motion there, going towards the opponent.
I didn't think it was a pen, actually. My initial reaction was I was a bit surprised.
In his approach of actual,
Wow.
So it's a foul. It may seem harsh, but it's a foul because you can clearly see that. Now, if you turn it on its head and say, no, it wasn't a foul, could you imagine the commotion now? It was a foul.
It wasn't a foul.
I think that those who don't think it was a foul,
It's a defender and the striker's about to have a shot there and he's running forward and I go to block my leg and he then basically shoots, goes past me and runs into me. That can't be a foul. You've got to try and block the shot. I mean, anyway.
Anyway, it was given. He scored the goal. Peter, we may speak to you later.
Interesting, because there's a lot of Jerry saying there's a clear pen. I actually agree with Garneau. I don't think the keeper tries to take him out. He runs into him.
In a dead straight line.
Yeah, you got to run in this game, especially when it's direct. There's almost players don't have to do it.
I didn't think it was a. I did personally think it was a pen. I mean,
And do the job properly.
anyways, the second goal was legit. Absolutely shocking from.
Just look at him, power, run. Okay, he's not getting many options wrong. People trying to get to help him. Really poor defending.
That is absolutely diabolical defending.
A little bit of luck. It's a composure. A lot of it. Listen, this is poor defending. It's just this last bit. Bang. Composure right at the end. Brilliant. The difference then two up front, Alvarez and Messi were absolutely outstanding.
And for all the fact that Croatia had lots of lovely, neat possession, it was all in front of Argentina's defence.
Well, they haven't got someone who's willing to
Absolutely
run
shocking.
into that space and stretch Argentina. They're playing some great stuff. We've watched some beautiful stuff from Modric and that, but they just don't have the players with the pace to get past their defence. They ain't got no one to pass it to once they get into that final third, unfortunately for them. And then, you know, it was very tight for a while. We was thinking, what Argentina doing? They're not even in the game, are they?
Right, listen, people, I'm going to wrap it there because, to be honest, I'm just sat here doing a watch along to one person, and I appreciate whoever that one person is. You're the real one. But I'm gonna lay down, I'm gonna relax, and I'm gonna enjoy this game. Hopefully, you guys enjoy the first half with my commentary, etc. And hopefully, I start to produce more content on YouTube on a more regular basis. But I'm probably going to go on TikTok live, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But nevertheless, 2-0 to Argentina. For me personally, the game is very much in the balance. I know probably doesn't look like that a bit on the back of the first half, but I would expect Croatia to show some fight in the second half. At the end of the day, is a World Cup, and I expect something from them, somewhat of a reaction. The next goal will, of course, decide the game. If Croatia get it, then, you know, it's all to play for. But of course, if Argentina score, the game is over at 3-0 for me personally. But yeah, we'll see who fights, who blinks first in the second half. From a spectacle perspective, I hope it is Croatia, but I'm supporting Argentina, so I'm hoping to get through. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap it there for now. I will be back in the coming days, hopefully. Maybe preview the final, just give my thoughts, that kind of thing. But yeah, overall, thank you so very much, everyone. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing my face. It's been a while. Feel free to slap a like and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate the one person that is still watching. You're a real one. Thank you so much. And we'll be back in the coming days. Not tomorrow, because I'm on radio with my uncle talking about the game. But yeah, hopefully we'll be back soon, inshallah. But anyways, be your boys, man.